Hello Scorpio, I'm Ulrich, I'm a Lenormand card reader, and today we will do the Lenormand card reading for the sign of Scorpio for the month of November. As always, we will do 4 card readings for the sign of Scorpio, and these are based on the natural elements in your astrological chart, or for some of you, on your time of birth. These basic elements are air, earth, water, and fire. The 4 objects that you always see on my table are directly connected to those elements. So you choose or you pick one that you think relates most to your personality, or you choose one you feel most comfortable with. This object of your choice, it should relate the best to your current situation. The matches represent the fire element, the stone represents the earth element, the aerosol sprayer represents the air element, and the shell represents the water element. So, Scorpio, here we go for your card reading for November 2021. Hello Scorpio, and welcome to the water group or the shell group for your card reading for November 2021. The first card that we see here is the key. As the key, as we know of the key, it opens locks, and of course it brings solutions if you can open the lock here. So this is a positive card. Here we see that we need to be smart in certain situations. We need to get things on the move here because we have the rider here in the middle. Maybe we need to think about of certain solutions and apply them here. And we probably need to find also our certain goals, answers, and we need to apply these answers also, because the second card here, this points to a certain directions. If we set goals, we need to ride towards them with this key, with these solutions. Anyway, with this combination, we cannot procrast. We need to get in action. The rider tells us we need to take action and get on the move, get going here. This is what we are seeing here. It's possible also that we are the ones who need to help others, or others help us. Then we come here with the key and the dog here, the corner cards here, and we see here that maybe certain friends or a friend is brainstorming with us. He's thinking with us about certain solutions, certain insights, and maybe he gives us the support that we need, or we help him for supporting him for finding solutions. Anyway, this situation and this friendship develops in a positive way here. This is what we are seeing here. This friend is a type that brings solution. Maybe he is a handy type of person. He's a wise thinker. This is what we are seeing here. Anyway, we open up to the solution of this friend. He's important for us. This is what we are seeing here. Also, you welcome this friend for giving you this solution. You're happy with this solution. You get permission to use the solution that he gives you, or you give him permission for certain solutions. Anyway, it points, if we had certain restrictions here, now that we are more free in our friendship and in people around us. This is what we are seeing. Then we have the other corner card here, the sun and the lily here. We see here this combination. It means that if we have certain wishes and hopes, we probably communicated about those wishes. We were a little bit stressed about it, but now here we can see that these things that we want to achieve, or these things that we are hope for, are actually happening, because the sun is an all over positive card. So if we expected some pleasures, some things regarding our course of life, because this points to the course of life, it's possible that these wishes are granted. We have success in life here. We have success in our path of life. This is what we are seeing here. This is all possible with this combination. Anyway, it points also that you will have some calmness over your person. If you had some stress before, it will bring more calmness, the solution. Anyway, now we go in the horizontal lines. Here we have the key and the woman here. The key and the woman here, this is the person card, so this could be a man or a woman. Since we do general readings, we interpret this as a neutral card. So if you're a woman, you can put yourself there, and if you're a man, you put yourself there, since this is a neutral card. Anyway, a man or a woman here offers us certain solution. Maybe it's this friend here that offers us a solution, as we saw earlier. This friend is smart. He's also inspiring to us. We can learn a lot of things probably from him or her. This is what we are seeing, and he offers us help. We saw this earlier already. This person is open here. Also, with this combination, he brings solution. Maybe you know the solution, but this friend helps you to apply this solution. This is possible also. In a way, if you're thinking about the relationship, the person maybe that you're thinking about, the next partnership, if you're not in a partnership, could be the right one here. Maybe this friend can become more than a helper. Maybe this person that helps us can turn into a lover. This is what we are seeing here. We are seeing here that we are close here to meeting Mrs. Right or Mr. Right. Anyway, this is also a very successful combination for having success in life. If we want to reach certain goals, these goals will be reached, because the key is a very positive card for reaching our goals, as is the sun here. So this is a very positive laying that we are here anyway. Anyway, we feel free because the key liberates us, and dog also sometimes like to be free in friendships. If you have a relationship with a woman that is a friend and you want to be more than a friend, it's possible that you both feel free. And maybe you feel a connection between each other, but there's a kind of freedom here. It's not like you feel chained towards each other. This is what we are seeing here. We have some kind of relief here. We are open-hearted towards each other, and also we have certain insights. Then we have the woman and the dog. This could be a colleague, could point to a colleague of your work here that we are seeing here. Also a sibling, but if you are in business, it could also point to a client of yours. This is what we are seeing here. Anyway, this could point to a loyal friend, a loyal colleague, or a loyal customer of you here. Maybe you have more than a relationship only with this colleague or with this friend. Anyway, there's some kind of devotion here, and you are good friends. Then we have the excuse me, then we have the key and the anchor and the rider here. What does this tell us, the anchor and the rider? Well, the anchor and the rider, it points that we probably are stable in our communication. We communicate about stable things. Here, not only we are talking and thinking about communication, but actually here we could see, if we imply a certain structure also, we could really take off. We are departing, we're going somewhere, we want to have a foothold somewhere here. There is good news coming to us, we want to put things in action. We need to complete also certain tasks. This is what we are seeing here. If we are pushing through here with this combination, we could see results on the long run, because the tower is something on the long run. This is what we see here. If we receive certain messages, we can also assume here that these messages that we are receiving are messages on the long run, that they can bring us stability on the long run. There is something new going on here, something good is happening, but we need to persevere. We need to be consistent here with this combination of cards. If there are certain difficulties, we need to persist here. If there was a difficult situation before, or a confining situation before, here we see that we get back on the move, because I'm assuming here that this group of people, they need a lot of freedom. We saw this earlier. This comes back here. Here we see that literally the anchor, sometimes it can strain us. It can literally anchor us, chain us. But here we see the liberation here that is happening. We are free from certain confinements that we had, but still here we need to pull out a certain routine for achieving our goals. Then we have the rider and the tower. Messages here will come to you. These messages will be very clear, very organized. We move forward in life in a solid, stable way here. This is what we are seeing. Also, again, here we see the relief here. Maybe we get more, we grow more, we mature more, because we see the lily there also. There's something here that is pointing going forward, and it has an important influence on us for the rest, for the course of our life. This is what we are seeing. It's possible also that authority figures, bosses, high-placed people are related to these messages. Maybe it's even a message from the government. Maybe you are connected to governments related to the job, and these are your colleagues. Anyway, we receive here a message that we are moving forward, or that we have the ability to move forward. If you are in a government job or in a job and you were restricted before, this means that we are finally able to move out, and this official news that we are receiving is positive for us. This news could come from a high-placed person, an expert, somebody who is in charge. This was what we are seeing here. For some people also, because we have the anchor and we have the tower. I don't have the mountain here, but I'm thinking the anchor sometimes also give footholds, and the tower can be in abroad. For some people in this group, it could also mean that there is news coming from abroad that leads to stability, because the rider moves things also. So it's possible that this news come from abroad, from a company, but this would be a big company. Somebody high placed sends you this message here, but there is a certain structure here going on with this combination. Then we have the sun, the birds, and the lily. Here we see the sun is a positive card, that we are receiving certain compliments. There are positive things. The sun is a very positive card, so the way we communicate is also positive. We could be a little bit stressed here, as I said here, but there's a lot of good things here coming on our way, and especially these things are happening on the long run. It's not something that happens for 1 month. This is really something on the long run here. There's positive energy because the sun has a lot of life energy, and the birds are very active. They are always moving around, so there's a lot of energy here going on here. If we had troubles before because we were shackled, because we could not move, this is changing now. This is reversing in a positive energy. Positive things are coming to us on the long run here. Anyway, it could also point to that you have positive meetings. There are successful presentations here. What we see more here, maybe before you had a lot of thoughts in your head, and these thoughts were difficulties, but now this is transferring. These thoughts are transferring in positive ideas here. There is happiness here. If the things are a little bit chaotic in the beginning, even though the situation is chaotic, you can still balance yourself, and you still feel happy here with this situation. If there would be some messy situation going on in your surroundings, you could still be able to smile here with this combination. Then we have the birds and the lily on itself. As I said, there could be some stress going on here with this combination, some things that are maybe not so organized as they would be. Maybe we are nervous for an interview for the government or for some position high placed. Maybe we need to maybe we get an interview with a high-placed person. This is what we are seeing here. And maybe it's important for the rest of our life, so it makes us a little bit difficult. In another way, if you're a student, this can point to an exam that you need to take, and it could make you, of course, exams makes us nervous. This is what we are seeing. This points to a job interview, an exam, everything in that area. It's all for improving our career on the long run. This is what we are seeing here. The conversations that we are having are serious. There are conversations about the course of life, of certain structures that we are seeing here. This is all happening with this combination. Anyway, we need to, with this combination also, we need to see that we stay focused on this interview. Maybe we are nervous, but we need to try to stay here on the topic. You cannot let distract yourself by other thoughts. You need to focus on this interview because probably this is very important for you. So we need to focus on the things at hand there. Then we have the vertical lines, the key, the anchor, and the sun here. Here we see that slowly we are able to rely on ourselves. This is what we are see here. The anchor is anchoring us, literally. It brings our feet on the ground. So you have solutions here. Your person becomes more independent. You become more self-reliant here. That is what we see. We can lay stable foundations. The anchor is very stable. When it grounds, it stays on the ground. This is what we are seeing here. As I said here, there's also a lot of freedom needed here. This combination with the key, it points that we need to think free. We are thinking free. We want to move free. Here, there's a lot of freedom needed here with this combination. Maybe for certain things, we ask some approval. This is possible also with this combination. Anyway, in another way, this points also to safety, to security. Maybe it's important for you that you feel very safe, very secure. This is what we are seeing here. There's also possible there's some confidentiality here going on here. Maybe this is included in the job interview or your personality, because the sun sometimes represents the personality. You have a lot of need on things that are solid, stable on the long run. This is what we are seeing here with this combination. Anyway, you open up now to settle the roots. You want to settle down. You want to achieve your goals. You are more open for finding stable solutions, stable anchoring. If you need to move, this is also the key to another location. Maybe the anchor sometimes represents the work. So it's possible here that you need to make a move regarding to your stability or your work. Maybe you are planning to go in another place closer to your work because it's more easy. This is what we are seeing here. The things that confined us before are the shackles are coming off here, and we are more liberated from certain routines that we had before. Then we have the anchor and the sun on itself. Here, the sun is an all over positive card. Here we have a lot of self-confidence here. Probably also, even though we have some job interviews, if this whole thing is behind us, it points here that we feel at ease. We want to feel safe, protected. This comes again here. Anyway, we will be happy if we achieve this exam and or this job interview. It will give us a lot more stability in our life. In another way, if you are succeeding in all these things, it's possible that you are ready for taking some kind of vacation, because this can point to a vacation on the beach or in a water area. This is what we are seeing here. Anyway, we enjoy the day, the good days that are coming here. We look at the bright side of life. We are in a state of happiness here, but that we have reached. Then we have the woman, the rider, and the birds here. The woman and the rider here, we see that it means that a person, it could be us, it could somebody else, but mostly this is the person, that we are a person that is quite helpful. Probably also a communicative figure. Maybe you are a person that like to move a lot, that you need a lot of action. You like to get things on the move because you have two moving cards here. You have the birds also, and these are two cards that are connected to moving. So it's possible that you have a personality that like to put things in actions here. You like to communicate probably a lot here. This is what we are seeing. Anyway, this points to a very active person. If you're a man or a woman, it makes you an active person here with this combination. It makes you energetic here. It's possible also that some packages are delivered to you, or some messages are delivered to you. Maybe this is a message about this job interview. It's possible that it makes you a little bit nervous. We see this here back here. Anyway, you're approached here for moving on with this situation. Then we have the rider and the birds and on itself here. Then we see that we actually get the feedback, that we get the result of this exam or this job interview that we are taking. The message will be clear because we have the sun there. Anyway, if you had worries before, these worries will be gone, they will be over. If there was instability before, this will lead to more stability here. You don't need to be alarmed because the situation will turn into positive situation here. This is what we are seeing here. Anyway, if you are moving to another place, maybe you are worried in this other place, maybe you don't feel so safe there and you want to make absolutely sure that the environment where you're moving to is secure, is safe. This is what we see also with this combination. Maybe you're on the lookout, maybe you don't trust the environment too much. For some reason here, there are some worries here that we are seeing here. It's like we're constantly looking around us here for some reason. Then we have the dog, the tower, and the lily. The dog and the tower here, this points to friendships with probably high-placed people that come in our life that are possible, and also connected to our career. This person can be older, this could be an older person, and he's already established, he has a lot of experience, he's already further in their life, and possibly this friend can help your career. It's possible that you met this person before, because sometimes the tower returns, or some thing that happened in your life before regarding your life, regarding your study. Maybe you met this person in university, maybe you met him in school, but here something is coming back here from the past related to this person. It's like this person is not new for you. Anyway, he will help you here. There's loyalty, there's respect towards each other. This is what we are seeing here. Maybe this person is connected directly to the government. Maybe he's a higher authority. Maybe he helped you for getting into this exam. And now you're in and he want to help you further. This is what we see here, but he's probably higher placed than you if you're just a beginner here. Sometimes the dog, it can point to a beginner, to a new employee. So maybe you're new in the job, you're a beginner, and he's already very far advanced in his career, but he's willing to help you here, so you get more stable in your life here. This is what we are see here. Anyway, this points also that we will need to follow the rules, the regulations of the government, of this institution, or this job that we are working, because the dog need to follow the rules that are applied on him, because this can be important for the rest of your career. What we see more here, anyway, here it's possible also that we ask this person how to act and react in certain situations. It's like we ask this person for advice. We want that he support us, and he probably will. He will understand what we are meaning here, and he will help us for getting more better in this job. It's possible also there is some distance. He's a friend, but also at the same time, because of his position, he need to take some distance from you. Like he cannot come too close to you. It's not that he don't want, but maybe because of his position, it's difficult. This is what we are seeing here. Anyway, if this is you, if you work for the government, it points also that you will be loyal to your government position. You are aware where you are and you want to do that. In another way, it's possible also that you work, for instance, this could be a combination for a prosecutor for the government, somebody who defends the government here. This is what we are seeing here. But as I said, you would be new in the job, as we saw the job interview there. Then we have the tower and the lily on itself here. If you choose for this career, you can be here for a long time. This could mean a lifetime career. This is what we are seeing here. Worries we had in the past, we can let go of them here. We can focus on new beginnings. We can really put things on the move here with this combination. you can stay there till your old age if that would be your goal. You really can. This is what we are seeing here. There's a long career here possible. There is welfare there. Also, probably this job comes with insurances, with benefits. This is what we are all seeing here with this combination. Anyway, I'm assuming here if you stay long in this career, you will probably turn into an expert. This is what we are seeing here. You will become an expert in your field, and maybe this person, as we saw earlier, this is high placed. He can help you for achieving this position more early, because I'm assuming here he's already very expert in his business. Maybe he's about to retire. This is possible also, and he can still help you, but maybe he's almost in retirement. Anyway, what we see more here, then we go in the cross, the key, the rider, and the lily. The key and the rider, we see this here again, the good news. We can move on. Here we see this coming back. Here the news is important. Here also, if some things are told us from authorities, we need to follow. You cannot ignore what the experience of other people tells you. Maybe you're a person who has a lot of freedom, but here we see that we need to follow the authority. We have not much choice here. You're also encouraged here to communicate with experienced people. Probably we have a lot of communication with older colleagues. So this is what we see here. There's important communication about your career, about how you need to do your job. This is what we are seeing here. A lot of people will come and go, maybe in your office. They come, they go, they tell you this, that. So there's a lot of going on here. If you want solutions, these people bring solutions because they know the solutions, because they're already a long time there. Maybe for you it's new, but here we see that the solutions are offered here to you. Anyway, with this combination, if we accept the help of these people, we are able to move. If we have, for instance, dossiers, we are more easy to move through these paperworks if this would apply, because the government in general, it's paperwork. So these people are willing you, so you get your work more swiftly done. This is what we are seeing. Probably also you are very highly motivated for getting higher up here. This is what we are seeing here with this combination. You will really put your energy in this job. Scorpio is a sign with a lot of energy. If they focus on something, they are very powerful people. They have a lot of energy, inner energy. So if they focus on this, they can really get something going here with this combination. Anyway, then we have the rider and the lily. This points exactly to the job, to the career here. We are moving things ahead. Probably the projects that you are getting, you're very excited about this project. It's new for you. Also, you're very ambitious, and your colleagues will help you to realize these ambitions. Anyway, this is a very professional combination here. A lot of people around you have a lot of expertise, and they are willing to help you moving up, and you have a strong focus. So you can read between the lines here. This is a very good combination for moving ahead. If you want fast promotions, this could be a fast track. This could be a fast track for promotion. This is what we are seeing here also with this combination. If you are the selected out for being on the fast track, this could be the combination, and maybe these people see you have the abilities and they want to help you. On the other front, then this is more on a private area. If you are planning to engage with certain partners, this is also a powerful combination also for engaging with certain partners. There's a lot of hormones here going on. The lily is about sexuality. The key opens doors, and the rider puts things in action. So you can read between the lines here. That is a very powerful combination here for getting things sexually done. So this is a combination also that we are having here. We can enjoy that side of life also, if that would be applicable on us, or if we have interest in that kind of possibilities. This points sometimes to experienced partners. Maybe the partner, because we have the tower there, is a little bit more mature. He has more experience than us. This is possible also with this combination, or we are more experienced than the partner here. This is what we are seeing here. There comes a lot of energy here to us. There's a lot of sensuality here that is present here in this combination. This is what we are all seeing here with this combination. Then we have the dog, the rider, and the sun. Here we are seeing again that friends are visiting us. This could be our friends, ourselves, our personal friends here. They come suddenly, they are our friends. These visits are positive. They make us bring in a positive mood. These friends bring positivity to us. It's possible also with this combination that a brother or a sister visits you, because sometimes the dog represents a family member, a dog, a sister or a brother, somebody who's very close to us, close connected to us, and maybe this person visits us in our new location. This is what we are seeing here with this combination. It's possible that they pop up uninvitedly, and maybe it's a little bit difficult. Maybe you have a lot of work, but suddenly they're there on your doorstep. So this is what we are seeing here. It's not there is no friendliness, there is, but the question will be if you have time for that. Sometimes maybe there's some pressure here from these friends, and you have no time, and you need to balance your things here. Maybe they request you for some help. This is possible also, that a friend comes you to help him. This is possible also, what we are seeing here. Anyway, it's like they come to you and they want to ask permission from you for something. This is what we are seeing here with this combination. Maybe you help them. You step in to help them. Maybe they are there in a difficult position and you are in some way able to help them. This is what we are seeing. Then we have the rider and the sun. Here we see again the freedom is always coming back here. There's a lot of freedom here going on. The sun likes to be free also. There's renewal here. There's a lot of movement here. This could mean a very important project that you are engaged in here for your work that really could change your life. Maybe on the work front, you want to change the limits here. This is what we are seeing. This is good news, a positive news. You will be, if you are in that job, you will be very victorious there. This is what we see. As I said, it's a very positive combination here. Again, on if we then see on the sensual front, this is a very good combination here. What we are seeing. Anyway, it point out maybe for relaxation, you go with a friend somewhere in vacation. And this is, maybe this is a friend with benefits. This is what I'm thinking here. It's not that you are really connected because it's like, maybe you need both a lot of freedom because I don't really see the connections here, but you trust each other because you have the dog there, you trust the partner and the partner trusts you, or you trust the friend and the friend trusts you. And here there is more going on than friendship. It's literally that we put things in action here on a more sensual front. Anyway, there will be a lot of messages about that. Maybe you ask this person to go with you on a vacation, or maybe this person asks to you, can I go with you? And you say yes for this vacation. So Scorpio, for the water group, this is all for this month. I hope you get a little bit wiser out of this card reading. If you did, please subscribe to my channel. Thank you for doing so. If this card reading don't fit you at all, please check out the 3 other card readings that are directly connected here. Please check out also the love card readings that we do every month for the card, for the sign of Scorpio, and of course the financial card readings. Anyway, I want to thank you for your time you spend on my channel, and we see each other in my other videos. Thank you for watching, and bye-bye for now. Hello, Scorpio, and welcome to the Aerosol or the Air group for your card reading for November 2021. As the first card, we see the birds here. The birds, it means that we probably need to reach out and we need to ask questions. maybe we are thinking about undertaking some action. Maybe we are thinking about taking a trip or some financial investments here. Maybe we want to become more stable here. Anyway, this card here, it points that we need to be active if we can, proactive here. Maybe we need to take certain initiatives to take things on the move, to make things happen here. Anyway, this points that we probably are very social with people around us, or we should be with this combination. Especially here with the ship here, maybe there's a lot of communication about longings that you have, or you want to do business, or you want to take a trip here. This is what we are seeing here. Anyway, we need to stay calm. We cannot overreact here, because this is a very enthusiastic combination, especially with the stars that we are having here. But it's possible that we are thinking here about taking a trip here. Then with the ship in itself here, possibly we are thinking about undertaking literally enterprises. We want to take something in action here. Here we literally see that we need to think in advance and we need to take action. We cannot wait with this combination. We need to get things on the move. We need to prepare ourselves full tank and go ahead here. This is what we are seeing here with this combination. We need to pursue with the combination. Maybe we waited for certain things in our life, but this combination tells us it's time to go here. If we have certain ideas we need to apply, because with the stars here, sometimes we can have good ideas also, and the birds also is about ideas, about thinking here. There's a lot of thinking here going on in this chart here. Anyway, we must do some efforts here so we can reach our dreams if we have certain dreams, and if we follow these dreams, probably this comes to very good results. Then we're gonna mirror the cards here for starters. Here we have the birds and the riders here. It means that we are receiving news. We have the tree in the middle, so the news will probably be about the stability here that we are seeing here. It's possible that somebody visits us regarding changes, regarding growth, maybe business growths, that what we are seeing here. There's a lot of spoken messages coming to us. Somebody can speak to us. It's possible that we are receiving text calls. Here all kind of communication can come to us here with this combination. Anyway, it's possible also that we meet several persons, because the birds is two. Several persons are meeting. We are meeting several persons at the same time. We are going to meetings here. There's a lot of going on here, a lot of growth possible here with this combination. Anyway, there could be a little bit of chaos also, and the tree don't like to be rushed, so you will need to organize a little bit all these things here. Anyway, there's a lot of thoughts going on in your head, here. Probably sometimes it's too hectic, so you will need to put things at ease here sometimes with this combination. Then we have the cross and the stars here. Here we see that if we have certain wishes, these wishes are fulfilled. If these wishes have to do with abroad, because you have a lot of moving cards here. This is a card for moving. This is all moving. So it's possible if you have some wishes, aspirations for doing some business in abroad, or you have some longings for that, for putting things on the move, and you should here, it's possible here that these wishes are granted here. If you are a spiritual or a religious type, it's possible that you have strong longings for that, that there is a renewal here of faith. This is possible also. Anyway, this points that we are riding in the right direction here. If there are some difficulties popping up, we still go in the right direction. This is what we are seeing here. If there were some issues before with people around us, here also it makes us able to forgive. I'm not saying forgive, but you can forget, but you can forgive here. We can always learn from our problems here. We have trust in life again. We have faith in our faith and in ourselves here. The stars here are lucky. We trust in that we are on the right path, and we are here with this combination. There's a lot of wishful thinking here. We have hopes, and we should have here. This is what we are seeing here with this combination. Then we have the horizontal lines, we go for the bird and the birds and the tree here. The birds and the tree here, it points to certain wisdoms that we have in our life. There is progress in our life. We have positive communication and a lot of communication. There's action in communication that we are seeing here. If we had some health issues before, there's a lot of communication also here about health. We need to keep ourselves healthy, or we start moving more for becoming more healthy. This is what we are seeing here. We talk a lot, we communicate a lot about stability. These are all what we're seeing. We have positive thoughts, our thoughts are improving. We have a lot of things in our head that we want to make concrete. This is all what we are seeing here. If we talk to people about certain concerns that we have, they will understand, and they will even try to make us more grounded, help us to move ahead here. This is what we are seeing here with this combination. It's possible also that somebody younger here wants to help you for certain things that you're having. Maybe a younger relative helps you for something. If this is not a younger relative and you have children, maybe your children are at your disposal for helping you with certain problems. This is what we are seeing here. Anyway, with this combination, we can also let our love flow. This is what we are seeing here also with this combination. Anyway, it's possible that you talk about certain topics, about karmatic topics. It's possible that you talk about health, but I don't see necessarily health conditions here, but it's like you talk a lot about health, about communication, about health, about becoming more stable, about longings, about wishes that you have, about hopes here. This is what we are all seeing here with this combination. Anyway, with this combination, sometimes also we have clear insights. Sometimes Scorpio can really feel things that are coming. It's a very sensitive, they could have a gut. Some Scorpios have gut feelings, and here we see this gut feeling coming here. You feel it really that something is coming to you here. You know these things that are coming to you, they could make you more stable. Maybe you know this is the path for you to go. This is what we are seeing here. It's possible also that you are a little bit restless because you know this is the path that you need to go. But sometimes, even though we are urged here to go fast, we need to see that everything is in order and that we can move at the right time. But we can, there will be a lot of possibilities here to move fast here with this combination. On the front of relationships, this could be possible also that this points to a relationship. There's if you have a relationship, this could point to a lot of communication in the relationship with a partner here. There's also communication probably with that person about this stability here. This is what we are seeing here. Also, this could point to interaction with certain, then on a sexual front, with certain partners here. Maybe the partner, he has, one of the partner has foreign roots or a different culture, because this combination here often points to a different culture. It's possible that the partner has a different skin color. This is possible with this combination. This is what we are seeing here. Anyway, here we see also a lot of natural skills for being like that. We are a host, we are talkative, we can literally deep out the topic that we are searching for. Sometimes Scorpio can really ask the right questions, and this is what we are seeing here. Sometimes Scorpion asks the questions that don't want to be asked. This is what we are seeing here with this combination. Anyway, you could be a very articulate person, easy to communicate, easy to ask the right questions. This is what we all seeing here. If you communicate, it's possible also that you make some replacements regarding to relationships, or maybe for having a partner, for being with your partner. Maybe this partner is in a different location and you come together for some activities that you work out together here. This is what we are seeing here. There's a lot of energy going on here, a young energy. This is what we are seeing here. There could also be a little bit stress. Maybe this is a good combination for releasing stress with the partner. This is what we are seeing here. Sometimes also we could be a little bit moody with this combination. This is what possible here. Then we have a tree and the rider on itself. Here we want to see that the things that we are doing, they have a purpose. We don't want to be superficial here. Here we see also that we want to see that we are on the right place, and we want to do the right thing, and we are gonna do the right thing here. We have a lot of energy. I said here, this is all energetic cards. The tree is very energetic. The birds is moving, the rider helps us move. There's a lot of things going on here, a lot of moving cards here going on. Anyway, something is unfolding for us that we can be on the right place at the right time. Maybe sometimes you literally need to catch your breath like you are moving around here. This is what we are seeing here. Possibly it's difficult for you sometimes to relax because there's so much in your head here. We are learning, storing new things in our head here. This is really karma that is coming to you. This is for you. This is where you meant to be. This is all what we see here. It's possible also that we need to put a lot of energy in something, and we really need to push our body to some limits here. This is what we see, or we are willing to do so. We are uprooting ourselves here. This is what we are see here. There's a lot of activity going on here. It's possible also that we are sports-like, that we are a very active sports person, and that we are very active also in sports. Then we have the clovers, the ship, and the clouds here. Here we see that we explore things. We have longings, we explore things. We are thinking about exploring things. There's a strong, or there should be a strong focus here on exploring here. We seek adventure. We indulge in certain curiosities. Maybe we indulge in a trip. For some here, maybe there's even they win a trip, winning a trip here, because sometimes the clovers are the lucky card of the deck. So it's possible that you win a trip here, or that you win some discount on a trip here. This is what we are seeing here with this combination. It's possible that you had some financial issues before, but now this is worked out and you're improving here. If you undertake this trip and you organize it and you're focused on it, this could really be enjoyable here for you. If you have the opportunity to travel, you should also take the opportunity to travel here. There are positive things, nice things to you coming here in abroad or during this trip. We always need to also be a little bit careful if we are traveling. We need to see what we are doing during our travel here. Anyway, this is that your luck is changing here in a positive way here. Literally here we looking for the gold at the other side of the rainbow, and we will probably find it. Then we have the ship and the clouds here. It's possible during this trip, if you take a trip, some minor issues popping up. There will be some travel problems, or maybe the vehicle where you're traveling up, it causes you some trouble here, but it doesn't mean that we don't need to take the trip, but we need to be careful if we travel, plan the trip. We need to be sure that the planning is worked out well, so we can avoid certain problems. Again, here we see the proactivity here from the birds. So if you plan a trip, just see that the vehicles that you are intend to use, or the vehicles that you are going in, that you can prevent problems, because there would be or could be problems here with this combination. But if you have a problem, it will be easily worked out, since you have the clovers here and you have a lot of moving cards here. So maybe some fortunate luck happens here. Somebody pass you there in the middle of nowhere and your problem is solved, but it's better to prevent than to heal. This is what we are seeing here. Anyway, if we are traveling literally with a boat there in abroad, it's possible that the weather that we are encountering during our travel, it could be a little bit bumpy, the weather, or if we take the plane, there is some turbulence in the plane. This is what we are seeing here with this combination. Anyway, it could be a positive adventure here for you. Some things probably you will discover there. Maybe there's some new things if you do a journey that you discover there. It's like you are coming there literally in uncharted water. New things are coming up to you there. This is what we are seeing here. Anyway, we need to see that we are well prepared for this trip, so we can minimize certain problems that would come to us. Then we have the cross and the mountain here. Here we see that probably if we undertake this trip, or if we are having a stressing situation before here, we see here also that some rest is required. Maybe sometimes here with this combination, we have some need for some solitude. Possibly we need to think about ourselves, where we are going. Maybe certain challenges are coming in our life, and we think about these challenges and how to overcome this. But since the cards there next to it are so positive, I'm thinking here that you will be able to solve these problems if you think about it in a wise way. So we need to use our brain here. We need to think how, if we have certain problems, how we need to solve them. In another way, it's possible also that you are confronted with some internet problems if you are in abroad, and that you are unable to connect with certain people. This is possible also. Anyway, there's a certain fate going on here. With the cross, if these things happen, it means that we are ready for it and we need to face those things. There's not much choice. We will learn from it. The cross comes only on time, and it lets us go on time. So here, nothing happens here before its time. You will learn from it and you will move on from it, because you have a positive, probably you have a lot of faith in your religion or in your spirituality, and this could help you also for getting out of these problems. There's an acceptance here from our faith for moving on. So this is very positive here that we can do here. The challenge cannot sometimes not be easy, but you can come over it. Then we have the mountain and the stars. The mountain always points to internet abroad or another city. So this could point that you are thinking about literally going to abroad here. With this combination, we see the ship there, we see moving. There's a lot of moving here. Anyway, we overcome the obstacles. If we are confronted with obstacles, we overcome them. If we take a trip and there are obstacles, we overcome them also. It doesn't mean that the problems will not be there, but we will overcome them. We have hope. Even the challenges, we welcome them and we will overcome them. Here there's success. There's positivity here. You will be confronted with it, but it will be a positive experience here for later on in your life. So maybe you need to experience this here. There will be some quiet moments here also that you maybe need. Maybe you need to withdraw in yourself if it's very hectic sometimes. This is what we are seeing here. Then we come in the vertical lines. We have the birds, the clovers, and the cross here. Here we see that luck is on our side. There's luck in communication. If we ask something, it ends up in a positive way. There's a lot of networking here, but we saw sometimes maybe the internet is disconnected. But anyway, it's a positive combination. This, if you make some mistakes in communication, these faults will be forgiven to you because you have the lucky card of the deck here. So if there's some conversation, misjudgment, something you oversaw or you didn't incalculate well, it will be forgiven to you here. This is what we are seeing here. If some people did some talking behind your back, you will forgive them, you will go over it. Anyway, there's a happiness here, there's an excitement here, there's positive speaking here, positive speeches. There's a lot of communication, as we saw earlier. There's always the same thinging up. The communication is very important here for the month to come now here. It's possible also that some things that are happening that are negative, you see the humoristic side of it. So Scorpion sometimes can have a deep humor, and maybe you apply this in a deep humor. Literally here, this is what we see here. For some things, you will need to act also very fast. Here we see that we need to literally jump at some occasions. Maybe if you don't take the chance for certain things that are coming up in your life, the opportunity passes. So we need to be prepared here. We need to be proactive. If this chance is coming, we need to take it, and we need to take it with a smile. And this is what we are seeing. It's destined to be here with the cross. Then we have the clovers and the cross in itself. We take a leap of faith here. If we take an opportunity, we will trust ourselves and we will take the leap of faith here. If we have problems, these problems will be solved shortly. As I said earlier, if you have, there will be solved shortly. Anyway, you will see that traveling like and business like or path life, you are in the right direction. You will experience it. You will see, if you open your eyes, you will see the signs. You will see the signs. This is what we are seeing here. What we see more here, certain responsibilities will come up to you. You will take these responsibilities and you will take them more lightly. Normally, Scorpio is not a sign that goes easy over things, but with this combination, if you have issues here, you see that you go more lightly in this period over it. You solve them more easy. If there are certain risks involved, you will take them. This is what we are seeing here. There are certain blessings here that are coming to you here. You can take here with this combination, maybe your responsibilities more lighter. You're not so heavy-handed here with this combination. Also, we become more aware of where we are. We become more mature with this combination. This is what we are seeing here. Then we have the tree, the ship, and the mountain. There are certain things that we are hoped for, longed for, trips, business, and these things literally unfold as we want. We need to grab the chance. If they come here, we will find ourselves, we will find what we are looking for. Things develop in a very positive way. If you are an alternative type, and you're looking for spirituality, religion, shamanism, here we see that you are on the right track to find that here. If there would be financial issues, you will be able also to resolve these out. Maybe the journey is more expensive because you have some problems on the journey than you are thinking. This is what we are seeing also with this combination. Anyway, you need to plan this out. For if you're planning a job in abroad, if you're planning a business in abroad, you need to work it out. The key is also here planning. You need to plan. You need to plan your things here. You will be able to establish a relationship between the where you come from and the people of this country. It's like there is a connection here between. Maybe you stay in contact with your country, and there's a business like a trade from you to your country and to those people. It's like there's a things are moving here. The ship moves goods, it moves money, it moves trade. So we see this here with this combination. Anyway, there's an important change here in your life path that we are seeing here. Possibly also this points to a vehicle in abroad. So if you stay there for an area for a long time, you will probably have a vehicle there in abroad. Possibly this will be a heavy vehicle because the mountain is heavy. This is what we are seeing here with this combination. Anyway, we are moving slowly forward here with this combination. You will get more freedom as you move along. You will become more sure here with this combination. Sometimes here with this combination, it means also that we leave our comfort zone. If we come from, if we are a native and we go in another country, we are confronted with new things. And here we see that in some areas, we will leave our comfort zone. We are educated, we are being educated, we are leaving our roots, and we are discovering new things on our path as we going. You will be also very practical with this combination for solving solution. You will stay focused here. Even if the situation is severe, if something overcomes you, you will keep your calm here with this situation. But it doesn't mean you have no itchy feet. You will want to move, but you will stay calm here in this situation. Maybe some things there will literally shake you up, but you will keep your calm here. This is what we are seeing with this combination. Then we have the ship and the mountain. This points to the vacation again in abroad or business in abroad. There's could be also an online operation. It's possible that you have an online business, but you travel there also. This is what we see. Maybe it's not always possible to travel there because now we have the viruses everywhere. So this is possible also with this combination that you you are not able to travel always, or things are changing. Anyway, see that you are updated about some travel updates about how to get in the country, what are the requirements. See that you are updated before you move, because every country now has different rules. Some have no quarantine, others have quarantine. So you will need to be aware, call the embassy and see there what you can get from information. This can point to a traveling salesman here. This points also to that. It's possible also that you are planning to instruct or teach something in abroad. This is possible also with this combination. If your business is related to cold goods, something cold, something frozen, this is possible also with this combination. Anyway, what do we see more here? If you are not able to travel, you will do most of your work, or if you are unable to move in a country, you will be doing most of your work online. So see that you are always be sure that you have a good internet connection, if that is possible in abroad, because sometimes there are issues if you're in abroad with internet connections. It's not like in Europe in certain areas there if you go to remote locations. So think about that also. Anyway, here we see also negotiations in business here. Probably you work out some business strategies. If you have no business strategies, you should think about business strategies in abroad. You should talk to people and see how you can get along. You practice before you begin here with this combination. Anyway, there could be solidity here for a long time, if you see that here. You will also leave some things behind out of your past here, but mostly is if we have businesses in abroad, we leave some things behind. We see this here with this combination. Sometimes you will want to go, but you cannot. This is what we see here also. Then we have the rider, the clouds and the stars there. Here, the rider and the clouds, it means that if you were limited before, you're breaking out of your chains, you get on the move here. If things obstructed you here, we see here there's some delays here, but finally by the end of the month, you will be able to go for it if you work out a plan, as we saw here with this combination. Sometimes we will come here also in unclear conditions, but the stars mostly is, so it will work out well again here, but it's like here there's an unbalance here. Sometimes it will work out well and sometimes it will work out difficult here, but mostly the solution will come here, because you have the stars in the end, but you will be confronted with some issues here, but it's not dramatic here, what we are seeing here. Anyway, you will need to stay focused. It's possible also that sometimes regarding business that not everything is positive. I mean this, maybe everything is not going as expected. You will be confronted with some problems. But if you are prepared for it, if you prepared, if you trained, if you practiced for it, this will minimize the problems here. This is what we are seeing here. You see, you need to see you have a plan. A plan is very important here with this combination. Anyway, then we have the clouds and the stars here. We have very good prospects here. We think about the prospects here. We will have faith in, and we will feel this is our path to go. Even though we have troubles, we know this is our path to go. You will make some positive decisions here with this combination. In the beginning, also, when you were maybe in abroad, maybe you have some trust issues there. And maybe you don't know exactly who to trust there, who you can have confidence here. And this might cause also some trouble here with this combination. sometimes we can feel a little bit like guideless. We don't know exactly where to go, maybe because we are new in this venture. Then we have the birds, the ship, and the stars here. Here we see that we are nervous about the trip we are undertaking, but this literally means that we are changing the scene. We are moving around here. The birds make us move around. Something new starts. The rider brings things in action. We move around here. The ship is longing. We're longing for a new start. There is negotiations overseas. You are talking about, communicating, calling about the trip, maybe some agencies, or you arrange things online for your journey. You talk about 2 online friends overseas. Maybe you're preparing with people overseas and these people are already friends, or you're talking from overseas with your friends in your location where you used to be. This is what you see, but we see a person here who's really willing to move. This person don't want to stay. This person need adventure. It's time. Maybe you waited for a long time and suddenly now you're coming on the move. The birds can be chaotic. So suddenly the trip is there. Maybe you have been stuck for a long time and suddenly now you get the green light. It's with these viruses that is going on now. It's difficult to predict. A lot of people are waiting for moving. It's not clear. Sometimes governments don't know what they want. They don't know where they want to go. They are not sure about this. They are not sure about that. So this is what we are seeing here, that we are confronted sometimes here with those problems in abroad. Anyway, there's if maybe it's possible if you take a trip, due to some circumstances, you need to change direction. It's possible that you need to adjust yourself. It's a very chaotic situation now that we are undergoing, and we see this here with this combination. Then we have the ship and the stars on itself. Here we see that we have an opportunity here. We saw this here. Traveling, we see here again. Also, there will be some amusement here. We will literally we follow our star to be. We are rocketing here. We are rocketing here to the stars here. You have also probably the conviction that it's, or you believe that it's better elsewhere for you, and probably it is, because this is your path to go. You know where to go. You want to make your vision come true here. You have a very strong focus on it. Before you dreamed about it, but now you can really make it happen. It's possible also if you're there in abroad and you feel a little bit alone. I'm not going to say that you're homesick, but you're thinking about something, you're missing somebody there in abroad. Then we have the rider and the ship and the cross. Here we see again opportunities are coming to us. I see if I can add something here. We see here again that we are literally traveling by car, but as I said, we have the clouds here. See that the car is in good condition. If you don't trust the car, if you have a bad feeling up front for traveling with a vehicle, don't take it, avoid the problems. This is what we are seeing here. See that the vehicle is reliable, whatever the vehicle is, but mostly this points to a vehicle, and we see that there that the reliability is doubtable. So if you see it, it's not reliable, just don't do. Just take another. Anyway, here there are some introductions here that we are made. Maybe we are introduced in certain groups of people. It could literally be an introduction here in the jet set that we have. Maybe if we are in business, people introduce us to other people, and these people are high placed. This is what we are seeing here also with this combination. You really put a lot of energy for this change here. You're exploring here. It's possible that you are a lot on the move for this business. This is possible also because there's really a lot of moving here. It's like there's a lot of restlessness. Maybe this is required for this trip that you move around. A lot of it is, there's a lot of hectic, but maybe this is a temporary situation till you are more stable here. Once this is worked out, I think there will come a more restless period here, because now it's very, very hectic here what is going on. Anyway, everything here is very overwhelming, foreign. A lot of new experiences here going on. Then we have the ship and the cross in itself. the trip is destined to be. The cross is destiny. This trip is destined to be. You want to take it, you will take it. You will move there in abroad. If you have some delays there, you will accept the delays because you know that's what you want. That you know, maybe with this combination, the travel will be a hustle, but you will still undertake the trip because you want to go. So you will accept the delays that you are expecting. You will manage these delays or these setbacks that you have during a journey. In another way, if you're there and you are a very spiritual person, it's possible that a part of your journey that you visit institutions or like ashrams or churches or mosques or whatever your spirituality or religion is, that you visit some things and that a part of it is like a religion connection or spiritual connection. This is what we see here also with this combination. Anyway, we go where fate leads us. We explore. Sometimes there will be setbacks, but we already saw that. Anyway, we find this as our duty that we do this. I think this is all for this big journey that is in for you, Scorpio. There's big changes here coming. You waited probably for it for a long time. And when things are gonna get on the move, it's gonna be very hectic and there are gonna be a lot of changes and there's a lot of prosperity coming. But it will be a hectic mission that you are seeing here. Anyway, it's gonna be fun also. You will learn a lot of things and you have a lot of humoristic things here. You can take the things with a smile, you will learn from it, and later on you will laugh about it, what all happened there to you. Anyway, it will be a great adventure here that is waiting for you. I hope you get a little bit wiser out of this card reading. If you did, please subscribe to my channel. Thank you for doing so. Please check out also our monthly love card readings and the financial card readings. They are very short. Anyway, I want to thank you for your time you spend on my channel, and we see each other in my other videos. Thank you for watching, and bye-bye for now. Hello, Scorpio, and welcome to the Stone or the Earth group for your card reading for November 2021. And as the first card here on your portrait, we see the lily. The lily sometimes tells us that we need to take care of our health. Maybe this tells us we need to also check about our lifestyle, if we're eating healthy, if we're doing everything healthy in our life. Maybe we need to check our body. This is what we are seeing here. Anyway, also this points that we need to think things through for becoming more stable in our life, possibly because we have the tree there in the middle, and also probably we need to put some things on the move since we have the rider there. Anyway, also this points that at the same time we need to calm down, stay calm. Probably also we need to take a step back here. We need to be objectives. If we put things on the move, we need to stay focused. Also, here we need to think before actions, and we see this here several times because you have several thinking cards here. This is the snake is a card who waits till it's the right moment, and the coffin here also, it's a calm card, a quiet card. Things are changing here, so we need to, this is like a very calm laying. You have the tree there also in the middle. These are all calm cards. Also the moon is not really a very abundant card. It's all calm here, so we will see here where this leads us. Anyway, if you think about certain problems that you have in your life and you're not sure, sometimes it's better to extend for another day. We sleep another night on it, because the moon is the night, before we make our decision, because we need to see that we stay focused where we are going. This is what we are seeing here, because probably you need to take some decisions in your life for stability or something, but we will see here where we are going here. Then the tree, the middle card, normally this points to positive growth. We get more roots, we become more stable. Our heart is also involved in the thing here. We like what we are doing, we are positive growing. Our heart is in the matter. This is what we are seeing here. Here we see also that we need to have trust in life. Excuse me. Here, if we have learned some certain things, because the lily is about learning also, we must apply these lessons. And we must apply them literally from out of our heart here. This is what we are seeing. Then we have the lily and the snake here. The lily and the snake here, this points to that there might be some health issues at hand here. Maybe you need to check something out. Let yourself checking out because this can point to health issues. The snake normally is not easy to reveal what it is, so maybe you need to let it check out. Maybe you need to let your self-check yourself out for seeing if there is nothing wrong here with the body here. This is what we are seeing here. Anyway, it points also that we are need to choose in another way. It tells us that we need to choose carefully in our professional choices. Before we act, we need to think here. The snake is a calm card. The snake is actually a card that fits Scorpio very well, because Scorpio is a strategic sign. It thinks before it acts, and this is what it's seeing here. This is like a typical Scorpio combination. We think before we act. So here, if you are thinking about some things for your career, for moving forward, you need to think before you act. This is what we are seeing here. We cannot be impulsive here with this career, with these career moves also. Then we have the book and the heart there. This is also the mirroring here. Here we see here that possibly somebody has revealed some feelings for you. Or intentions that lead to certain feelings. Maybe you're a little bit startled about this. They revealed romantic feelings towards you. It's possible that these feelings are mutual, but I immediately need to put an at there, a but there, because we have the snake there in the corner. And in general, the snake points to more than one person in the relationship. It points to triangles, but we will see how it works out later. It's possible also that the relationship with another person, with a third party, is about to end. And you're thinking about going in another relationship. But here it says that this party is still present. So we need to be a little bit careful for that. But this is somebody reveals their feelings to you. You become aware of this. Actually, this is a very positive combination. But in a way, with the snake there, maybe there is some illicit affair going on here. Maybe the person, one of the two, is involved in a relationship with an older person, because the lily is an older, more mature person. So it's possible that one of both parties here is involved in a relationship with another partner, or with an older partner in this case. Anyway, here we see this is a secret love. We think what we need to do with this here, with this combination. Here we keep things secret from our lover. Here we see this here again with this combination. It's like we are theorizing about these things. We are thinking how this is going to work out for us. Maybe we are thinking, how can we keep this secret? Where do we need to move? What do we need to do? Where do we need to go? This is what we are seeing here. There is some doubt here. One of these persons you already know by heart, the other you're not sure about, and here we can come in conflicting situations. With one person we find tenderness, with the other person we find something else, and here we see that we are involved maybe in a difficult triangle. But we will see how this evolves. Here we see the lily and the rider there. This points to our direction in life. The lily is the point of life, and it's possible, not related to our love life, but in our career. Here we are very focused on our career. We want that our career moves forward. We have a very strong focus. We know what we want here. With this combination, it's possible that also that we are excited about projects that are coming here. We put a lot of energy because the rider is a very energetic card, so it's possible that we put a lot of energy here in our path of life. We want to go there. We are ambitious here. Possibly also you will complete this mission because you have the coffin here also. So you will probably complete this mission here. This is what we are seeing here. It's possible also that this is a profession where a lot of energy is required, or a lot of moving. The rider moves, he puts things in action. This is what we are seeing here for the profession. But as we saw earlier, we need to overthink everything wisely before we take the steps here. We need to be strategic before we take certain steps. But then we have anyway, this points also this combination here, the lily and the rider here. We see here also that we receive news from a certain party, sensual news, maybe texts are coming to us, or messages, sensual messages are coming to us, sexual messages are coming to us here. This is what we are seeing here. We are involved here with a mature person here. This is an older person. Maybe we expect also that this person is visiting us, and probably he or she will. This lover could be experienced here. This is what we are seeing here. And probably the reason why we are with this person is mostly sexual. There's a sexual attraction here between the partners. There's a sexual combination here. Anyway, there could be a romance going on here, but we see we have complications here with the other partner. So we need to see where this is going. If you are aware about this situation, it's fine. If you are not aware that your partner is in kind of relationship, you should be waking up here, because it's possibly that it's going on there. If you have suspicion, you smelled some perfumes around that you are not used to it, this is sometimes probably an indication that there's something going on with these combinations. Anyway, there's a lot of sensuality here with this combination, with these two here. There will also be some challenges going on here. Anyway, this will be a challenging thing here that is overcoming you. Then we have the rider and the snake on itself. Here it tells us before we go in action, we need to think wisely. We need to know that there are certain objects that we want to reach, and we need to do this in a calm, deliberate, diplomatic way. We cannot lose focus here for the project that we are doing. On the love feelings, on the love field, again, it could be disappointing. We could be disappointing because here there are two parties, and we will have some disappointments there also. Anyway, the combination of this here, excuse me, can also point to painful news that we are receiving from this other party here that we are having here. There could be bad news. Maybe this is health news from this person. This is possible also that we are seeing here. Also, we see that we are not willing to share this with nobody. We keep this secret here, and it's also best probably that you don't share this. Excuse me, because this literally can put you in more rivalry situations here. This is not easy. You could be confronted. It's maybe that this person is not very happy with the other person, and you could really get mixed up here in difficult situation of rivalry and who wants what and what wants who. This is a very difficult situation. We need to be very cautious here. There are entanglements going on here. There is competition between the two partners. There's also desire from the partners towards each other, so it's not an easy combination. Then we have the moon, the tree, and the coffin here. Emotionally, we are very strong here. This is the mind. We are emotionally very strong. We are ready to grow in our profession. This points also to our profession. The moon is professions, and this is the growth here. Normally, it means our mind is very healthy. We are clear in our mind. There's also a lot of hormones going on. Our body is very strong hormonal here. If you're a woman, you will feel that you have a lot of hormones here, because this points to female hormones. But if you are a man, also a lot of energy, testosterone is going on here with this combination. Anyway, it points also that we have deep roots. We are a deep person. Scorpio can be very deep. It's a deep sign. It has a deep basic. This is what we see here. It could also give you a night in nature. Maybe you take a walk. Maybe you want some silence there. You will follow your instincts also in certain areas of your life. There are strong emotions going on here. If you need to solve some problems in your life, you will be very pragmatic. This is what we are all seeing here also with this combination. If you are feeling a little bit under the weather before, or you have some health issues before, this points to recovery here, this combination. If you are not yet 100%, this says that you need to rest more. But here, this points to recovery already. There's already improvement here. Maybe it's best here that you overthink before you take actions, because if you will undertake this project, you will need all your energy. So it's wise here to rest before we actually go into it in this combination. If you still feel not feeling 100%, you still feel a little bit weaker from issues that you had before, it's best to be patient for a while more, because we have the lily there and we have the tree here, and we are proceeding till we are 100% on our feet, and we are sure that we can go to this new project. I know you're longing for it, but we have the need of our body for work and for the things that we are doing. We need not only our mind, we also need our body here with this combination. Anyway, sometimes also we see that regarding our family life, some things would be ending. In some cases, this can point to people who decide not to have children for some reason. This can point to that also. For some reason, maybe things happened in your past and you can maybe not decide to have children. This is what we see here also with this combination. Of course, it will not apply on everybody, but for a certain group of people here, it will apply here, what we are seeing here. But this can also point, this combination here, the moon and the tree and the coffin, excuse me, that we are easy to, so for some Scorpios, this will be a little bit scary, but Scorpio is very close connected to death. It's ruled by Pluto, and Pluto is the god of death. And here sometimes, for some people of this group, you could have the feeling that you have contact with the other side, and some of you will literally have this contact. This is what we are seeing here with this combination. What we see more here, it's possible also some things are disappearing out of our life, and it's best to let them go. It's like here we see a healthy loss. If we need to lose something out of the past, it's time to let this go. This is what we are seeing also with this combination. In a way, also, it's possible that your your parents, your grandparents, they are quite artistic. This is what we are seeing here. Also, they are creativity. It might be also that they never outed this creativity, and you feel that you have this creativity. Also, maybe they never talked about it, but there is something here that is related to the family tree. This is the family tree, and there's here, this is creativity, and this has always been hidden, but you feel inside of you, it's there, it's there. And it could be related to these contacts that we have in the other side. Some artists also, creative persons, have sometimes contacts with the other side, and they use this in their creative artistry. I know for Scorpio, sometimes it can be a little bit scary, but this is what we are seeing here. Anyway, this could also point that we are a little bit, that we are still recovering here. In a way, it could also point, this can also point to our grandparents, for instance, and that we are, it's like we are feeling that our grandparents are watching over us. This is what we are seeing. It's like our mind is connected to them. Maybe you were there as a child. You had a connection to them since your childhood, and it's like you're still feeling connected here to these people. You still feel what is going on. It's like they're watching over you here. This is what we are seeing here with this combination. Anyway, some things will disappear out of your life, and you will probably be happy that some things out of your past are disappearing because they are no longer helpful for us. They are in the past. Then we have the book, the ship and the heart here. The book and the ship here, it points, if you are planning to do something abroad, if you're a younger type of person, it could point that you are planning to study in abroad. This is what we are seeing here. It's possible that you pick up your bag, you put everything in your bag, you don't know exactly where you're going, and you're moving, but you know you want to study in abroad. Your heart is set on it because you have the heart here. Your heart is set on it, and this is what you want to do. And we know if Scorpion has something in his head, it's difficult to change this thing. Maybe this is what you really want. Anyway, it could point also to a person here. Maybe you have a lot of knowledge out of books. You read a lot about abroad, and even you've never been there. You possess a lot of knowledge over this place where you want to go. This is what we see here also. In a way, also, if you're a very spiritual or religious person, it's possible also that a part of this journey is connected to that. Maybe you want to find some spirituality there, some religion. This is what is going on here also. It's like we want to explore new areas here of knowledge, wisdom, spirituality. We make changes in our education. It's possible here also that we make a certain change in our study. Maybe we did something before, but we feel it's not the right thing for us, and we want to radically change direction. The chip makes us change direction. Also, that is why it's wise to overthink it. But I think you're a type here. This is a group that is easy for adjusting, but we need to be patient here for getting on the move. Also, these people here, we are looking for the truth with this combination. We are looking for depth in our life. We saw this here already. This is coming back here. We are entering some schools, and we are leaving some schools. This is what we are seeing. If we did not agree with the education that we did before, we leave a school and we enter something else. Then we have the ship and the heart here. If you go on a trip and you organize it, we see here this is a trip of the heart. It's possible that somebody goes with you that you are familiar with, a friend. It's possible it's a friend. In another way, it could mean that you go on a trip with a lover. This is what we see here. Or you go towards a lover, because this points to a foreigner. Maybe your lover, male or female, is a foreigner. This points to different cultures here abroad. This is what we are seeing here. Maybe you find love in abroad. Maybe you're already a long time in contact and you are longing to hope. You hope to see this love in abroad. You want maybe a relationship, but as we see here, we had the snake there. So there are still some things going going on here, but it's like we are feeling here, the longer we are away from this person, the more we are longing for this person. This is what we are seeing here, and this romance might feel like an adventure to you. You feel like it's something you need to do. Maybe you combine it with your studies together. This is what we are seeing here. It's possible also that that's why you change the study. Maybe you want to study abroad for this person. This is what we are seeing here. Then we come in the vertical lines. We have the, excuse me, we have the lily, the moon, and the book here. The lily and the moon here, it points to recognition. We are recognition in our profession or in what we do, or we recognize this is the study that we want to do. Here, this points to this is the choice for our career that we are making. We are possibly very emotional also, or creative in this profession. It's really in our mind here. The moon is our mind, and we feel really creative about it. As I said, it comes out of our roots, and this is really what we want to do. This is really what we have in our mind. We are focused on it. This is what we want to study here. Probably also we have some dreams about it, that we want to do this here. We feel this is where we want to go. We anticipate certain actions here for going in that direction. This can also point, if there is sexual and interaction with a partner, it's very intense. Here, this is also very intense here for sexual interaction. In a way, it's also very artistic, a very creative combination here that we are seeing here. So if you are planning to create something, art, this is very creative for the work and for artisticity here. Maybe some of your work here you do at night because the moon is at night. Also, you will not disclose easy what you are working on because the book keeps secrets. This is what we are seeing. You're not easy to disclose this project before it's finished, but there's a very strong focus here on it. It's important for you. Maybe you're very active at night in your projects here. This is what we are seeing here also. Then we have the moon and the book here on itself. It's possible here with this combination that a lover proposes you something. They make you a proposal, and this is like a secret proposal. You are the only one who know about this trip, but maybe it's about this trip here. And this proposal is brought to you secretly, and you are considering if you want to do this or not. This person maybe in abroad wants to meet you, and you get literally an invitation for it, and you're considering for doing this trip or not. It's possible that the person that we are traveling to has also their own objectives. You have yours. So you need to see if you can find some union in that here. But because as we know, there is somebody else here involved. So we need to see what we are doing here. We need to think wisely. Anyway, what this also can mean is that in abroad, we see a lot of creativity here, but the moon is also psychology. Scorpio has a lot of depth, and here sometimes with this combination we see psychology studies. So it's possible that you're considering for doing psychology studies in abroad. This is art, psychology, things that are in the mind are here revealed, or we want to study them, we want to discover them. If you go in abroad, it's possible also, if you have no job there immediately, that you are a job offer that is undeclared, like unofficial work. If you want this is what we are seeing here also. Anyway, there's a lot of knowledge coming to you. If you do some certain studies about psychology, you will, if you have certain fears inside of you, you will learn about these fears and exactly where they are coming from. Because the moon, it relates to fears that we are having. Anyway, you will read a lot here. possibly you will read a lot in the evening before you sleep here. The material that you're reading is non-fictional. These are books with depth here that we are seeing here. Also, this information that you are receiving here or that you are reading, in a way, it gives you a quietness. It quiets your mind because you're discovering things. Then we have here the second vertical line. We have the rider, the tree, and the ship. The rider and the tree here is that we are getting wiser. We are getting on the move. Our mind is working. We are talking a lot. It doesn't mean we say everything, but we are talking a lot here. Also, it's possible here that for certain things, for becoming stable, for this journey, we are taking some advice or we are reaching out for advice. It's not because we know a lot, we know everything. Here we see that we know a lot, but here we see that we seek additional advice here. This is what we are seeing. Anyway, there is a progress if you do this, is if you search for this additional knowledge here or this advice. There's positivity coming to you. It's possible also if you go on this journey, you feel relieved, you can breathe more, you feel more free, you can breathe here. This is what we see here. If you have some exams there, this points to positive results in exams here that you will do in the future here. This is what we are seeing here because you're gathering a lot of knowledge here. This is what we already saw there. If you are traveling also, it's possible that you have an encounter with somebody and this has a spiritual or religious effect on you. It touches you here. This is what we are seeing here also. Anyway, it could be meaning that you're in abroad. If you're in abroad, that you are very active there, maybe some sports there that we are doing here. This is what we are seeing in this slide. It's possible also that, again, here we see physicality here with a partner here. Sudden needs of the body are, we are complying to the needs of our body here. This is what we are seeing here also. Then we have the tree and the ship. The events here unfold as if we plan them wisely. The events will exactly unfold as you thought, if you plan. Here we see that we can reach certain goals, we can do what we thought. Again, here we see this journey is not maybe only for traveling to the lover, but there's a spiritual concept, there's a mind concept to it, there's wisdom to it. We learn a lot of things about the mind. It's all connected here, these things. Anyway, we long for this journey. Also, it's possible that you, because you have a certain freedom, that you feel more healthy. It improves your health in a positive way as you are traveling. This is what we are seeing here. Maybe you've literally been physically in a locked up situation before, as many of us, and now you're free and you actually can breathe here and you feel that you're actually relieved and you can breathe and you feel more healthy during this. It's like something is falling off of your shoulders, and I think you're not the only person here with this feeling. A lot of people, if we can go back out, a lot of people feel like this. So this is like a collective feeling here that you will experience also here. Some people also, it's possible also, if you're a younger person, that your parents, your grandparents, people that once were your educators or your parents, they give you a freedom and you are happy for that. You are allowed to have more freedom and you really appreciate this freedom and this trust that is given to you here. We are on our way here to learn, to be educated. We want to reach our destination here. We are really leaving here our roots, maybe not forever, but for now we are leaving our roots. We depart from our comfort zone. There will be more insecurity here. The conditions when you arrive there will be unfamiliar. You're not used to them. but it's your choice, and so you will be confronted with those things here that we see here. Also, if you are confronted with those new situations, you will not lose your calm, you will stay innerly calm, you will control yourself here, and things, even if things shake you up, you will stay calm. Then we have the snake, the coffin, and the heart here. The snake in the coffin is that maybe before, as I said, we were in a difficult situation. We move away from that. We move on. It's in your best interest that you move away from this situation. It will improve your health if you move away. We see this coming back here again. Something that was very confusing before is clearing up. You see the things clear now. You will go in complete recovery here. Somebody also that is smart near to you will help you. This points to a smart woman that helps you, but not necessarily somebody smart is willing to help you. But if you're a man, for instance, this could be a smart woman. She helps you here with your ambitions, with your desires here. This is what we are seeing here. Then we have the coffin and the heart on itself here. It's possible when you are traveling, you're missing somebody. You miss probably some of your friends. This is what we are seeing here. We are not lonely, but we're missing these people. It touches our heart that we take this step, but for some reason we undertake this journey. Some love will be cut off and some new love will be coming. This is what we had here. Some infatuation that we have, it will come to an end, and something new will come to us, and maybe love will conquer the situation, and we will recover of this. Then we have the lily, the tree, and the heart here. There's growth and development here in our career. We see this here again. I see if I can add something. You will see things clearly. Sometimes you will have clairvoyant thoughts. Sometimes this points to clairvoyant thoughts here that we are having. We are recovering from certain problems here. Here you will become more aware that you need your body to function here. This is what we are seeing here also. Sometimes also we will be for being ourselves, or we are sometimes a little bit alone, or we need to be a little bit alone for digesting the whole situation, I'm assuming here. Anyway, for the travel, there is a lot of practicality here also that we are seeing. If you meet this person in abroad, between the two of you, there will be some form of practicality. You will be very practical couple towards each other. This is what we are seeing here also with this combination. Then we have the snake, the tree, and the book here. The snake and the tree, it points to that a lot of knowledge will come to you. This could be knowledge that is hidden in your family, but you are the one who discovered this. You are the one who finally know how it's connected. So you will see here that you discover hidden wisdom. It's possible also it's connected to spirituality, to rituality. You discover some secrets in religious texts, or in a Bible, or in a Quran, or anything that is spiritual here. You discover some things there for yourself that are very important for you also. It's possible also with this combination that you have like a natural sense for healing your body with natural medicine. It's probably something that is, as I said here, there's some things going on here with the family tree. It's already a long time there, and it comes very natural to you here. It's like you have a forbidden knowledge here that is already for generations in the family, but maybe it's never executed, and you will be the one who's executing it. This is what we see here with this combination. Anyway, if we have some form of success, we should stay calm in the situation. Anyway, also we should be calming our body. If we feel some stress here, what we see more here, We see here, then again, but we already mentioned this before. Then we have the tree and the book here. This points again to the education. I mentioned this here. We learn, we develop, we learn more. It's possible that you learn more about medication. There's also medication. Maybe there is medication, natural medication connected to this health study. Maybe this is a psychology study and you do side study for that is connected to mental health. And these products have are natural, not chemical products. Here you study the old-fashioned way. The old products, you use them for healing people, or you study up about this. We get a lot of information here about that. You read a lot of books on health here. Books that have to do with physicality here. This is what we are seeing here. Also, this knowledge that you are confronted with is solid, it's down to earth. The education, you can really use it here, but you will need to be patient here for getting this thing done. This is a very patient reading, but a lot of changes. So Scorpio, for the stone group, this is all for now. Some things are a little bit confusing here, I know, but we do a broad reading here. So we have a lot of angles here to cover because the audience is big and you will make out for yourself where you are. Some things will apply on you and some things will not, but I'm sure the general things here that I mentioned are on your way here. Anyway, I want to thank you for your time that you spend on my channels. Please check out also my financial card readings and my short love card readings. Anyway, thank you for your time and we see each other in my other card readings. If this card reading won't fit you, please check out the other 3 card readings that are connected here in the same session. Bye-bye and thank you. Hello Scorpio and welcome to the Matches or the Fire group for your card reading for November 2021. The first card here that we are seeing is the Mountain. The Mountain refers to the fact that we probably need to stand our ground. We need to stay as we are. It's possible also that you are considering for in the future for traveling, because the mountain means traveling, or you are considering to making some contacts for abroad, because the mountain also represents the internet. So it's possible also that you're considering doing that, making some contacts in the internet. This is what we all see here. But it's possible here that before we go in action, now we need to stay as we are, that we need to see that we overcome certain problems. Maybe we need to be a bit stubborn. This is what we see here also. The second card that we see here is the book. And the book is that there might be a lack of knowledge. It's possible also that here, if we need to go on the move in abroad, it's not yet the right time. Maybe we have lack of knowledge. Maybe we need to study all up more, because this is the mind. It's like here we don't have all the information yet if we want to make certain steps. And it's not yet clear because the book keeps secrets. It's not yet clear when this thing is gonna proceed or when this thing is gonna move. So in the beginning of the month here, we see that things might not be clear for you and how they will evolve. Anyway, regarding to the book here, if you have certain plans here, the book tells us not to reveal these plans. It's best to keep these plans in our mind. We can see that everything works well in our mind and we can work it out in our mind, but it's best not to discuss it, not to reveal these plans. Just keep it to yourself. Keep stubbornly to your plans, what are your plans. But the time for moving is not yet there. This is what we are seeing here. Then we're gonna mirror the card here. We're gonna mirror the mountain with the whip here. And we see here that probably we will be confronted with a difficult situation here, there will be a confrontation of some kinds. This confrontation might have to do with some form of stability, or maybe with a parent or a grandparent or somebody who is close to us, because the tree is the roots. Here, this is what we are seeing here. Anyway, these issues will be brought up to what we will be confronted with this, and we will need to face those problems here. Anyway, there will be some if there is no confrontations, there will be some challenges here that we are confronted with. If the tree is also the health, it's possible also that we are confronted with certain health issues. We are a little bit under the weather for now. This is what's going on also. But anyway, these are confronting cards with people or related to our health. This is the first one we see here. Then we have the fish and the moon here. The fish and the moon here, this points that in the future will be offered a business offer here. There's a positive financial involvement here, especially with the stars in the middle, because the stars means yes. So if you're thinking about doing some business in the future, the answer will be yes, but as we saw, it's not yet the right time now. We need to wait. The moon is a cycle of 1 month. So we see here the moon is here. So maybe we need to wait for another month, and this whole action plan is on hold for at least for 1 month, because the moon cycle is 1 month here, as we see here. Anyway, the fish and the tree here also, it points that people maybe are sexually attracted to us. This points to sexual attractions. People find you really attractive here because we have the stars here. They want to say yes to you. They see also that you are a creative company. They like to be around you. They see that you are an emotionally creative, involved business person. This is what we see here. It's possible also that they recognize that you have a good sense for flow of business here. This is what we see here. There are also a lot of emotions going on here with this combination. It's possible also that we get some profits in a way from emotions. We could benefit from our emotions because we feel something. It's difficult to explain, but you know what I mean. Certain things we feel, and we could profit about it in a financial way. This could also point to a work in the evening, a work in the night. This is what we are seeing here. If some people around you have fears about something, you are also the one who can tell them, can convince them that these fears are not grounded. You can explain them why they have these fears. Maybe you have certain psychological knowledge, and you can explain them why they don't need to have these fears. This is what we are seeing here. Now we go in the horizontal lines. We have the mountain and the tree here. The mountain and the tree here that we are seeing here, this is that we are have positive growth, but we need to wait because these are two very, very slow cards. Here we see that we have a positive growth in the future for now, maybe not for this month, but it can also refer to a place abroad. If we are planning to go in a place abroad in the future, it's possible that we are confronted there with some issues. These issues will come to us and we will need to resolve them. Also, it's possible if you travel in abroad that you are confronted there with some health issues that you did not foresee. So this is what we are seeing here. Anyway, there are some blockages here that we are seeing, that we are confronted with. In another way, it could be that we have a confrontation with a family member. This could be a quite serious confrontation because the mountain is big and the whip is hard. So this could be a heavy confrontation here that we could have with a family member here. These people, this family member, he stands his ground and you stand your ground also. And we know that Scorpio can be very intensive here. So this could be a very intensive conversation here that we are having with this person. We know what we want and the other one wants also what he wants. So it's a little bit difficult here. We are unwilling to move and we shall not move. And it's best also not to move. This is what we are seeing here. On the front of sports, if you have a lot of energy, this is a good combination for doing sports here. This is what we can have vital energy for sports here. This is what we see here with this combination. Anyway, this points that we slowly grow into something that maybe you think, I don't know how to solve this problem. And sometimes we cannot watch over the mountain. And then as you get going, you see that actually you can manage this problem. But at first you don't know where to start. You don't know where your head is. So here we see that you can calmly solve this problem if you put your energy in a stable way in it. This is what we see here. Then we have the tree and the whip. Here we see that we overcome certain obstacles. The overcoming of them will not be easy. That's not what I'm saying here. But here we see that there is progress here. If you felt a little bit under the weather before, here also we see that we are healing. There's a strong focus here on that we can grow in our life. This is what we see here. And even if the situation is difficult, slowly we want to move on. But it's possible for now, we are blocked for some reason. Here, this is what we are seeing. What we see more here, it's possible also that these confrontations are with older people, because this is the tree of our family. Maybe the person is older that we are having this confrontation with. Anyway, this relationship is not so very healthy. Maybe we need to move away from this relationship, but for now, it's best to keep calm. We keep our book closed. Scorpio has the ability to keep the book closed very easy. It comes with the personality. And here we see that you actually need to be a Scorpion here. We need to keep the book closed. We need to keep our calm. Don't get assertive or aggressive, because we know Scorpio can be very angry also. Here the bear can be an angry. If you wake up the bear when he sleeps, you know what is the result. He don't like to be waked up. So here we need to keep our calm here. If we are confronted with difficult situations here, we need to keep our calm. In the future, you will have a chance here for making concessions, because this is the card of Venus, and Venus makes concessions. She's diplomatic. She tries to find the middle. Here, this is what we are seeing. So you need to keep your calm here now for now. Then what we see more here, it's possible here that you have the feeling that you really want to punish these people because they have done something to you. But it's best here to keep quiet, keep your calm, be diplomatic about it here. This is what we are seeing here. But you can feel this, that even if the people don't really physically hurt you, you can feel this as a pain, as a spanking pain. It comes to you and it can make you angry. I know, I'm aware of it. I see what is going on here. But you are far away. You are unable to move. You are restrained. You want to move. You cannot move. You have inner anger. There's a lot of going on here. You want to move ahead. You want to get your feet off the ground. It's not possible. And then you have certain conflicts. There's a lot of going on here. I see here that this is coming here. It's possible also that there is some certain hates here, literally, that are going on here. My advice would be here, try to sport a little bit for getting this anger out of you. If these people confront you and they don't have good intention for you, this is what we are seeing here. Anyway, then we have the bear and the book here. This points to a big study. The bear is a big animal. So here we can gain a lot of knowledge. The bear is big, the book is deep, and here we see we can get a lot of knowledge, and this knowledge can really balance us out. We can find a balance in this study here. This is what we are seeing here. We are seeking here for certain truths in our life, certain experiences here. It's possible if certain monies are offered to us that we refuse them for some reason. This is what we are seeing here also with this combination. Anyway, this points also to teaching. A teacher is approaching you. Maybe you find balance in a study here. This is what we are seeing here. Anyway, maybe you focus yourself on this educational target here that we are seeing here. There could be academical funding coming to you, but as we saw here, you might refuse it. So you need to see here that you don't let your anger work, because if this is a project on the long run and money is offered to you, we should consider this wisely and be calm about it. So don't act before you think. If some funds coming to you, think before you make a decision, even though there are difficult situations going on here. It's best here to stay close, silent, make your accountancy here, as they say. Make your accountancy here. This is what we are seeing here with this combination. Also, if you have certain secrets, certain things you want to keep to yourself, don't reveal them in your anger, keep for yourself. There's nobody's business here. You just protect your secrets. Also, we see here communication with a teacher. Possibly this teacher is quite good looking, because this is Venus. So probably you have a good looking teacher, or maybe this teacher has a lot of attraction according to you, because she has a lot of knowledge, or he or she has a lot of knowledge, but I'm assuming here this is a woman, this that we are seeing here. There's some attraction here from the both of you regarding this knowledge that you are seeing here. This person is possibly very intellectual, smart here. There are academic endeavors here that you want to go to. You seek these academic endeavors, you want to reach them. Here also your might be focused on you, because it's important for you. Don't forget that this study is very important for you for balancing yourself out here. This is what we are seeing here. And you will be confronted with a teacher. Maybe you can communicate with this teacher. Maybe she helps you out to find the balance in these problems. Then we have the book and the bouquet as itself here. In your surroundings, probably there's also somebody who secretly admire you. These people don't reveal their feelings for you, but there's somebody around you here who is secretly admiring you here. On another way, if you study, you will enjoy this study. You will progress in life with that. You will see that this learning these things is fun for you. You can distract your mind about it. It will make you more lighthearted, this combination, if you study. Also, if you study, you will see that it's really what you want here, and you will get praise over your education. This is really for you. Maybe your teacher tells you you're really good at this stuff. This is what you want. This is what you need. This is for you. This is what we get here with this combination. Anyway, there are some secrets here. Evolve the lover. Maybe in the school you have a secret lover, or you will get a secret lover, or you and your lover keep a secret. Here, this is what we are seeing here with this combination. Also, with this person that we like, that is close to us, we will share knowledge about this study. We will interact with each other about the things that we are studying together. Anyway, this points also to a talent to teach. Maybe that's why you get along well with your teacher, and your teacher, sometimes if a person has a certain profession and we are confronted with our students here, we see the students have our same abilities. Like a salesman, he recognizes another salesman. A teacher recognizes another teacher. So here we see that your teacher probably will recognize that you have the ability to teach yourself. Maybe you have a lot of experience in your life, and this is the path for you. Anyway, we share the knowledge here with this person. Also, there will be a lot of flattering going on because Venus likes to flatter. And there will be pleasant situations here regarding this study that is going on. It's a little bit in contrast here with the situation that is above going. This is a total different situation. This is a relaxing situation, and this is a very heavy situation. Then we come in the third line here. This points out to be a financial line here. Here we see that we have certain aspirations. We dream, we hope that we earn more money. We want to have more money. We set out certain goals to achieve in our life. Here again, we see that people are sexually attracted to us. There's always around Scorpio, there's a mystery. The mystery of death and life is around Scorpio, so that makes the attraction from Scorpio. So here we see again that people are attracted to you, and you will feel those attraction from these people to you here. Here we see also if we want to do a business in the future, we can. There are business possibilities here. In a way, it's possible that if you want a work and you study and you have a work, it's possible that the people that you work for in their field of work are quite famous, or literally they are celebrities. This is possible with this combination. Anyway, here we can see that you can clear your things financially out, but before you refuse money for study or funds, be aware of it. If you refuse, that no is no. So here we see here that you can work here also for your money. The money is flowing in the right direction, but anyway, we need to make a good adjustment here. We need to invest in a good judgment here before we make a decision. There might be conflicts here where we want and where we want to go. Maybe we want to earn a lot of money in our life. We want to become more stable. And at the same time, we are seeking for the depth of life. And these things sometimes are not compatible. If we want to be very spiritual, we have difficulties for accepting the material side, and vice versa. You know where I'm going here with this. Anyway, here we aspire to religion, we aspire to wealth. It's like we're in the search here where we need to go. Anyway, this points to that we can make future profits here with these things. We can have certain business visions that we want to do in the future. This is what we are all seeing here with this combination. Then we have the stars and the moon in itself. Possibly also you want to be in the future on the stage, like you like that you maybe you long for fame, popularity. This is what we see here, and actually this is a very good combination for becoming famous and popular. It's popular also in the environment with the people around you, that you are quite popular, with the opposite gender, or that there is sexual attraction and you are quite popular figure here with this combination. This is what we are seeing here. Here we see there is a matching harmony balance here with certain people. It's possible also that if you talk with certain people, it's like you sense them. Scorpio can sometimes have a deep sense, and it's like you telepathically know what these people are thinking, and they might look at you. How does he or she knows this? This is what we see here also with this combination. Anyway, there's a blessing here about your overview with psychic and intuitive abilities here. You could use that later on in your career. Be aware that you have this, that this is inside of you, and maybe this comes out of your family tree, or it's already a long time in the family, but you are the one here who get out with it, or you are confronted with it here. This is what we are seeing here. Anyway, there will be a very strong intuition here that leads you to your path where you need to be. You could be very creative in your job, because these are very creative cards. This is the card of a creative mind here. This is Venus is artistic, and the moon is creative. So it means that there is a lot of creativity in our moon. Sometimes also this points that out of our anger, we can create something really beautiful. This is what it means here. Some artists are have a certain anger inside themselves, and they can transfer this in something really beautiful, like artists who create monsters, and these monsters become very popular. Like we saw in the Alien movies, for instance. This is like a typical Scorpio expression for channelizing this anger. This is what we are seeing here. Anyway, then we have the mountain, the bear, and the fish. The mountain and the bear here, this points to with affairs in abroad. This is a serious affair because the bear is big and the mountain is heavy, and this has something to do with money from abroad here. This is what we seeing here. It's possible it's in your mind. We see this here again for moving abroad. Maybe you want to get away from these issues that you are having here, and you literally want to move away from it. This will be a big change. It will have a profound impact on you. But it's like here, money is going with you here. We said just see where he is going. Here we see that we are crossing borders because this is the mountain and the bear is crossing the borders here. It can also mean if you have, for instance, for a business, in the future, this could point to competition, strong competition that we are having here. The competition is strong. There is rivalry. It's possible that you are confronting, if you will do a business in abroad, you are confronted with rivalry. This is what we see here. But Scorpion is very strong, so this is not new for you. You know how to handle competition. I'm sure you get over this thing. Anyway, if you handle this competition, we see the money card here. There is money involved here, so you could end up financially well. Anyway, we can see some changes here. Here we see that there are some of these combinations points to stable changes around Christmas. I see this in these combinations. So maybe not for November, but the actually coming out, because we already see we need to wait 1 month and then we are already close to Christmas. And here we see around Christmas. Here around Christmas, we see changes. This is what we see here with this combination. Anyway, there are some challenges here that you need to face. Probably if you in the beginning arrive in abroad, there are financial difficulties, and it's like you need to wait there on certain monies, and you are relieved, you breathe, and you think, oh, this money arrived, I'm happy now because now I can move again. This is what we are seeing here with this combination. Maybe temporary, there's like lack of source of income here. This is what we are seeing here. Maybe we need to ask for some help for some people here. Maybe some woman there in abroad, she helps you and she has an influence on you and she helps you through this difficult period, because the bear is a mother figure. So it's possible that you are there in abroad and this person, she knows or she sees or she can feel your difficulties and she helps you with these problems that you are having. And of course, you will not forget that later on. Here we see then also that these problems could be caused by some implementations of the government. So if you travel abroad and you come there, certain things may be not available or maybe not work out as you thought they would have, and they cause difficulties for financial transactions, for work, for things like that. So this is what we are seeing here. Sometimes the government can cause problems. We already know that, and we see this on the worldwide front now, that the government sometimes causes more problems than they find solution. So we see this here in the line that some governments are causing problems instead of bringing solutions. Anyway, this could point to complications. If you are it's possible also that there in abroad, of course, it will make you frustrated. This is what I'm seeing here also. You are be frustrated, and because these problems have a strong dominance there if you're in abroad, but you will go through with it here. There's an overwhelmed feeling that you need to do this here. Here we see again that there is some difficulties related to the parents there. It has a very strong influence here, but also we see here your own strength, and you're not the type that will bow. You're the type that breaks. This is a group that don't bow, but they break here. We notice that can happen with the sign of Scorpion here. They don't give in here no matter what. It's a saying, if you go to Scorpion with a war, to the war, you are safe. So this is like that. They rather die than giving up here. This is what we are seeing here with this combination. Anyway, we are here with this combination here. We learn a lot of practical skills. It's possible that it's not only a theoretical study, but you also learn practical skills. It will probably, if you are going in to learn some practical skills that are connected to this study, it will probably require patience. So if you learn something there, it's like here, the fish are touching. So maybe you learn something there, I would almost say massage or something like that, and you touch people and the people are relieved of that, but it's something that takes time to learn. It takes patience. This is what we see here also with this combination. Anyway, you will get certain skills there that are very hard to learn, where you need to invest in. This is what we see here, and if you learn these skills, they can bring you profits on the long term. You can become a very skilled teacher in these additional skills that you are having here. They might be difficult to learn, but once you get them under control, they can bring you financial benefits here. This is what we are seeing here with this combination. Anyway, sometimes also, if we are confronted with certain superiors in abroad and they make our life difficult for some reason, here with this combination, we see that you will find a solution for, how do I say, you will find an alternative for overruling your boss. Even if they're intimidating to you, you will find a way to overrule them. It's like you go around them in a way, and you can still do what you want. This is what we see here also. It's also possible that this relates to your family members there, and that you go around them and that you are diplomatic. This is what we see here. Diplomacy is very important here with this combination. Anyway, if you do this, it's possible. If you learn these skills, it requires a lot of physical energy. This is what we see here also with this combination. It's possible also you yourself that you work on your body, that you maybe learn some physical skills, maybe even martial arts here, because the bear is protecting, and the bear protects himself to become more stolid. He stays on his territory, so it's possible that you learn some skills in abroad for protecting yourself. That is possible also. This then would be defensive skills here that we are seeing here. Also, if you're in abroad and your money arrives, you will be very defensive with your money, and you should be also with your money in abroad. Here we are urged to be very careful with our money, be defensive with our money, but you will be, because if you are in a difficult period before your money arrives, you will have learned your lesson here. This is what we are seeing here. Anyway, somebody here is protecting you. As I said here, there's a person in abroad here who has a good nature, and if this person sees that you are in trouble, she will protect you. This is what we see here also. Maybe this is somebody you yet need to encounter. This is what we see here with this combination. It could be the owner of the property of the place where you live. They might know about your difficulties, or you share maybe some small things here. This is what we are seeing. Anyway, we need to be diplomatic here. We need to show strength of character here. We cannot ignore the problems that we are having there. This is what we are seeing. But again, here we see the stubbornness here that we are having, sometimes also related to difficult situations you had. You will refuse to talk about it to them, or to people around you. You will keep it for you. But there's a kind of painful disappointment here with this combination. Then we have the fish and the bear here. The fish and the bear, this points to good business in the future. Once you are finally relieved of all these hustles here, you can have some good business here. There is a great potential here for making money. You can finally, money will arrive, but you yourself also, you are more flourishing. Maybe it's related to money. It's something that makes you stable. The bear is often associated with money, institution, banks, something like that here, and it improves your whole situation. Probably you earn more than you thought you would be. Maybe this is sideline, maybe this is a job here in abroad, but you earn more than you think you would be. There's a lot of potence here. We pursue with our goals, we use our assets, and maybe the thing that you learned here, you can use later on. This is what we are seeing here with this combination. On the long run, for some people, it might be, and this is not exaggerating what I'm doing here, this is sometimes also a combination for future millionaires. This is first is the suffering, and then after comes the money. So this is what we are seeing here. This here can be people who are very, very focused on the money after the issues that they had. What we see more here, then you will be, of course, very possessive towards your money. If you are in abroad, there's also here some security. There's some people who talk to you about security, for making yourself secure, or you do some secure business here. It's possible that the job there in abroad has to do with protecting finances, or you are in finances here. It's always coming back because this is 2 times money and this is abroad. Anyway, there's also a lot of influence here. You will get some influence in your life here in the future. Normally also, Scorpion, he likes to control things. The Scorpion likes to be in control and likes to have an overview what comes. Insurances, for instance, are related to Scorpion. And here we see, that's why Scorpion wants to secure himself. He wants to be aware that things can get worse, and he wants to secure his future. But this is what we are seeing here also. So you want to apply some control here for making savings for your own fortune in the future, or for having a better positive future in the future. Anyway, you will take charge here. Once things get better, you will take charge of the situation here. Wealth and money can be coming to you. It's not only wealth here that is coming to the person, but also power. There's power here coming to this person, and possibly this power is coming through knowledge. This will not all happen in 1 month, but this is what the future has impact for us. Sometimes we see more than as for 1 month. Then we have the tree, the book, and the stars here. The tree and the book here, we see again that there are educational involvements. We learn, we develop, we step up, we go to the next level. Also, there's a deep interest here in natural healing. You have interest probably in natural healing methods, higher spiritual methods here that we are seeing here. This doesn't point to chemical medicine. This points to natural healing here, what we are seeing here. Probably you have an interest in that also. Anyway, here we see also that you have certain secrets that you have from yourself. This Scorpio is the sign of secrets, we know that. And here we see that there are certain secrets that you have in your life that you will never reveal to nobody. This is what we are seeing here. These secrets are in your mind and they are packed there forever and the book will not open. This is what we see here. Something will occur in your life and you will keep that for you. Be silent about it for the rest of your life. Anyway, this points also to books of health. We get a lot of information here. We study about nature. We study about certain symptoms that people get. These are books about physicality, about nature. This is about health here that we are studying. And this is probably also related to the psychology here. So there's a connection here between spirituality, the mental psychology. It's about general people here, and there is money involved also. Maybe the job is in human resources and there's a lot of psychology involved here, like strategic plans or something that we need to make here, and we get our wealth out of that. This could be here planning. Sometimes if we see this on a military front, this is now astrology, what I'm going to share here. Scorpio as the strategist. He's the strategist. He works out the plan, how to attack. And this is what we are seeing here. You need to work out a plan, your battle plan, and then you will succeed. Scorpion is normally very good in that. Anyway, this points to a solid down-to-earth education. Also, what we see here, as you study, you will be confronted with certain truths about your family. As you read books, some things out of your family, you will get aha moments. You will say, this is where it's coming from, but you will not reveal it, but you will see some truths there. This will become clear to you. This is what we are seeing here in this combination. You will also learn some truths about your roots. Some things will become clear about certain descendants, some people who are related to you, and also who are not related to you, but who are connected to you. This is what we are seeing here. Something is hidden there in this area. Anyway, you will get to know it as you study here. This is what we are seeing in this combination. Here we see the book and the stars. The book and the stars here, this points that you have academic success. We already saw here that your teachers are recognizing you about this. This is a very good education for you. Anyway, if you will reveal literally puzzles of life here, puzzles of life will become clear to you. This is what we see here. Also, this points to that we have talent for medicine, natural medicine. We have talent here for cartography, making maps that people find their way home, literally. You can work for institutions on the online for making maps. You have also here, this points to people that have talents for astrology, astronomy, astrophysics, card reading like this. These are all in your talents here that we are seeing here. And this comes out of your roots, but it's been hidden for many generations. This is what we are seeing here. Anyway, maybe you wish also you were smarter, but trust me, there's a lot of intelligence here. You need to have confidence in yourself here. You need to tackle some difficulties, some complications, but you will all overcome it here. You can study spiritual sides and you will get a lot of insights here. The truth will come out here. You will discover the truth. Then we have the whip, the bouquet, and the moon here. The whip and the bouquet here, if there were certain troubles, I mentioned this before, now we are at the end of the reading. Here we see that Venus, she absolves. She wants you to settle things out as good as you can. This is what we are seeing here. The peace is restored. You or the other party will try to restore the peace as good as it gets. This is what we are seeing here. Also, we will be grateful in a way, or the other party will be grateful. We show some form of kindness towards each other. If there were conflicts, we will try to balance it out. We will try to find contact again. This is what we are seeing here. It could all go a little bit structural, but there is, here we see willingness, I'm going to say, for balancing things out. Maybe because of you read a lot, you discover the problems, and then you are willing to go in that because you discover why is what and what is why. This is what we are seeing here. Anyway, there could even be some gifts that are transferred that we are seeing here. If these gifts are not coming from the parental side, somebody is giving you here. I'm assuming here that an admirer of you, that secret lover that we talked earlier about, this person probably give you a present. This is what we are seeing here. There's a lot of small talk here going on. There are pleasant conversation with this person. And also there are other pleasantness here with this person, but then from the physical kind. This is what we see here also. There could be physical or sexual interaction here with this person, and your mind is in the whole thing. You are like-minded because the moon is the mind, and this is Venus, so the moon and the mind are connected here. So there's a very good engagement here, mentally, physically, with this partner. There's a lot of energy transference here possible with this combination. It could be also a sexual gift, but mostly this is a physical gift, because mostly Venus is things that we can touch. We can touch things here, and it's something that is given to you that you really like. It's like the person knows what is in your mind, because the moon is the mind. So this person knows what is in your mind, and she gives you the exact present that you want. Regarding if you have a sister, it's possible also there are some issues with the sister here. That is possible also, that need to be resolved, and maybe you resolve these problems out later on with this combination. What we see here more, you keep certain structures, you keep certain regimes here. It's possible here that the person that you are connected here to, your lover, she is in a way connected somehow to military service. And there's design also. In a way, there is military here and there is design here. This is what we see here, the person that you are confronted with here. It's also a very energetic person here that we are seeing here. In a way, she could be connected to the military. She could be connected to fashion and a little bit to both, but you will know what I mean when the things passes your way. Anyway, there is some events here going on here. You're invited. This points also sometimes that we are invited to a military wedding. Maybe somebody there in abroad, this is your friend, for instance, or your lover, and you are both invited to a military wedding. This is what we are seeing here. This would then be if you're going to abroad. If not, that you would get an invite. The persons there also in this party where you're going, or in this wedding where you're going, there's a lot of skilled people there. These people are skilled. They have military skills, because this combination sometimes also points to weapon masters, people who know how to make weapons, they know how to make knives, they are really skilled in that area. This is what we see here also with this combination. Anyway, there will be kindness there if you go there to that the place where you invited here, but you will meet these people. There will be kindness there. There will be harmony there. You will feel comfortable there here with this combination. And at the end, as I said, you will make some reconciliation to the troubles we saw there before. Maybe you will. This is like we cover it with a blanket, but the problem is not really solved, but we absolve here and we move on. Maybe we discover we cannot solve the problem, or we put it in a certain compartment in our life and we move on. So Scorpio, this is all. There's some very nice prospect here, some difficulties here. It was quite a long explanation, but I did my best here for you. I hope you get a little bit wiser out of this card reading. It's a more assertive reading because why we are in the fire group here, and the fire group is about energy. So this group is more energetic. So a lot more things related to energy and assertiveness here are coming out. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this card reading. You get a little bit wiser out of it. Um, anyway, thank you for your time. Thank you for watching, and we see each other probably in my other videos. Thank you for your time, and we see each other next time. Bye bye for now.